We had some extremely bullish news with the announcement. I do get that it's more sort of an announcement, and they never tend to work out the best. And that's probably why we're dumping right now, because people wanted to hear something a lot better. People want to hear something that was a lot clearer, but more questions than answers. For me personally, I think it's quite clear the mainnet is coming. Big changes as well. No longer have to use ETH. It will be swapping over to Polygon. But it doesn't even matter anyway. You could use BNB Smart Chain to move it onto your wallet. Some exchanges don't have the Trias BNB Smart Chain. But you might have, I think Gate.io does, but I don't think KuCoin does. Either way, soon enough, this year, it'll be moving over to Polygon. So cheap fees for everyone. Thank goodness, because I've had enough of ETH. Honestly, I absolutely despise it, and I'm not going to get into it because this is not an ETH video, but self-explanatory. It's like the least crypto of all crypto. What are these ridiculous fees, guys? Let me know the worst fee you've had to pay for ETH on a transaction. I've lost thousands before in just one fee. But anyways, continue on with Trias. It's not the best day, is it really? In fact, if you've been following along with my Bitcoin updates, which I urge all of you to, then, as you saw in yesterday's Bitcoin video, I called for some short-term bearish divergence. And over the night, it played out. And of course, today, I made a Bitcoin update pretty much showing the prediction playing out. So what does this mean for that pattern, that bars pattern that Trias was following? So let's now get that out for you. It is coming from the inverse head and shoulders over here, followed by this pump, dump, pump, dump. So I'm just going to bars pattern that using this tool over here. It's called bars pattern. And we can see that pretty much it's the same over here with the shoulder, head, shoulder. Let me lining up and then condense it a little bit. And then you can see we had this rally down, pump back up, and then coming back down again. Could we argue that we're still within this and it's prolonging? This to me looks a bit more uglier than what was going on over here. So earlier on, we were following it exactly. Could it be that we're not following it anymore? Well, I still believe that we are in targets to the upside. Yes, we can of course invalidate them, but for now, we are still above the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders pattern. And guys, when we break the neckline, the pattern is valid. So what does that mean? It basically means that you should expect the target, which for now, since the breakout at around 1360, this target was let's just call it $20, and we didn't manage to reach $20. Why? Because we keep struggling to push through the one fib level, $17.40. I do appreciate there is a candle close there, but when we close above a certain resistance, we want that next daily candle to hold it as support or break the initial breaks high. So what do I mean by that? So we closed above, but we created that wick. So the next day I want to see a close above that wick, or just a red candle holding this as support with wicks underneath it. We didn't get any of those two. We got the third option, which is a fake out. And when that happens, you come back up into that area and use it as resistance. This is also shown by this Fibonacci where we ran into the 786, our deepest retracement point, followed by the move down. Now, it is the daily time frame that we're looking at. And we know that the 55 is holding the uptrend, sort of as a second layer of defense, just in case you ever lose the 20. The 55 should hold us up and bring us back above the 20. We saw it similarly here. However, with this reclaim, we didn't actually break the high. So it's another go at breaking underneath the 55. What I do like is that we've set out a level of support at $12.80. I have mentioned this level before. And this was the day where I called this bottom and we reclaimed the $14 sell wall. Currently we're underneath it. Well, it was meant to be a buy wall. It did react as one. And so this is what we need it to do right now. What I'm going to do is actually move this box or get rid of it completely. I'm just going to get rid of a few levels and I'm going to draw a box from the most important level for myself. $12.30. Lose $12.30, we're initiating this dump back again. But as long as we hold $12.30 and this wick $12.80, this is a key level of support, and we do expect further breaks of this high as long as we're maintaining this level. It would still be fine to lose this, but I don't really want to. Why would it still be fine? But why would I not want to? Let's start off with why it would be fine. It would be fine because the 200 EMA is beneath. So this is just pretty much suggesting what the trend is, the long-term trend, and this is the daily time frame. So we know that for months to come, we will stay bullish as long as we're above this point. And if we ever come down to this, because we're in a bull market, it's a great entry point or optimal entry point for whatever it is. DCA, spot trades, leverage trades. That is where I like to put my leverage trades. Because why? Because it's considered the bottom of the uptrend. So it's going to be the best chances of the leverage trade not getting wiped out pretty much. Because if this is meant to be considered the long-term bottom of a daily trend, then you want to be getting in around there for leverage, of course. Or if you enter leverage now and it gets down there, you're getting liquidated. So that's why it's like an optimal entry point. Why do I not want it to go down there? That was the second point. Why do I not want it to go down there? Because previously, if you remember the KuCoin sell wall at $14 or $13.98 for those people that need to hear it exactly, we saw multiple days of failures to close above it. Once we did, we were using it as a buy wall. This is actually what I was predicting from up here at $17. We were calling for it to return to that level and act as a buy wall. Equally, when we were down underneath it again, I said that we'd reclaim it for the daily candle close live in my Discord live streams. Again, this is the daily time frame. So if this 55 is going to hold for the end of the day, for that daily candle close, it needs to be above it. If we close below, the reason why I know we are still bullish if we go down here, but wouldn't really like it to happen, is because we'd get trapped under that sell wall again. Now remember, we want it to keep acting like a buy wall as it's done from here and here. So for the daily candle close, I appreciate it's 7 hours away. By the time you watch this, it's closer because this video never comes out at the moment I'm recording. I need to edit it and make the thumbnail, make the title, and do 100 other videos. But for the daily candle close, if we are bullish, if we are going to be going up over the next weeks, then I'd love to see this buy wall hold. So this $14, I'd like to see a daily candle close above it. If it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world, because the only thing that truly matters is that 200 EMA. I don't really want to go down there. Although it would be a great buying opportunity, but if we go down there, it just prolongs those future targets. That's what I'm trying to get at. This is why I don't really want it to happen. Although, yes, I'm going to obviously buy more if it gets down there. And yes, long term, I will make more if it does go down there, because I'm going to be accumulating Trias cheaper, in turn getting more Trias tokens for free instead of buying right now is what I mean. So, of course, it's positive to go down there. But again, if we do start to go down there, how long will it take? Then how long will the bottoming out structure take? Then how long will it take to come back up and then break the high and head to $26 and $30? That's why for me, yes, it's fine if we go down there. Yes, it would be opportunity. Yes, it's good long term, but I just want to keep making money now. AI projects have been killing it recently for us. Check out one of the AI projects on Trias's ecosystem. The Discord is actually involved in that coin. If you know what I'm talking about, good for you. But yeah, here we go. So again, I'll just prefer if we held above 1230, 1280, the neckline, also the previous sell wall, now is a buy wall, just so we can get things moving, so we can get up to our all-time high and hit this $40 target. But guys, please do understand, if we don't actually close above the $14 support, then we're looking to hunt the $12.30 low. That should bring a bounce. Hopefully that bounce reclaims 14. Again, guys, we don't want to get trapped under, because if we pump into it as resistance again, it's going to act as a sell wall. We need to reclaim it. And literally since making this update, it has been trying to actually move up literally as we have been recording, but it's 7 hours left. Probably come back down, go up, come back down, go up. So it's just for the daily candle close. Will it be above the $14 and the 55? Because if so, we've still got the opportunity. Doesn't mean that it will happen, but as long as we're holding this, we've got the opportunity of breaking the high. Then the question is, will it take the opportunity of breaking this high so we can finally get up to $26 and $30? If not, then, you know, we keep hitting this, and maybe it will fall through eventually. So all the levels are prepared for you. Most key level, the 200 EMA. This is in line with $10. So that's all that truly matters, or just slightly underneath $10. But by the time, if it does ever get down there, this will drag up even more in line with that $10 low. So hold above $10, and we're going up anyways. We don't have to come down to $10. We can just stay above $12.30. We can just stay above $14. As long as all three of these levels are holding, we're going up. Lose one, you go to the next. Lose one, you go to the next. We shouldn't lose this because we're bullish as we're in a bull market. And if we ever did go underneath this, we might spend some weeks under it. We might spend some months under it, but it's going to serve as a great long-term optimal entry point, because in bull markets, we don't actually tend to go underneath it a lot. As you can see, we actually follow it, but there will be moments we go under. But again, we don't tend to spend too long under it when we're actually in the bull market. In the bear market, we're spending all the time under it. But in the bull market, we don't actually spend too long. And because I'm on the daily time frame, and you can see how many candles are here, when I say not too long, I still do mean, you know, it could be weeks to some months if we ever get down below it. So that's why for me, for all the reason explained earlier on, I just want that $14 previous sell to act as a buy wall, as it has been over the last few weeks. And so we can eventually get that opportunity, and hopefully does take it to break this high. But guys, it's all dependent on Bitcoin. Make sure you stay tuned with my Bitcoin updates, because that is what I'm always inclined to make videos on daily, just because it's the most important one. Sometimes I'm not able to make the other altcoin videos. It's just because I'm constantly in my community over on Discord. So if you do want to join that, if you want to be kept up to date, literally constantly, morning, day and night, then join it. It's only $25 a month. All the links you need are down below, and you do also get weekly live streams all recorded if you do miss it. Cheers, everyone.